talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling airy today? Yes, indeed. Let's talk. But first, before we talk, I just need y'all to know that I'm not no low maintenance type of guy, okay? I just want the ladies, and I know why I'm single, okay? It's because I'm not a low maintenance type of guy, all right? Ladies gotta come correct, all right? You just can't come thinking you just gonna take me to like Burger King or to McDonald's, all right? I got standards, and because it's 2024, you need to come correct, all right? I don't want to be that one to sound like I'm all that, but I got standards that are up to here, and you need to bring something to the table, okay? Because in the year 2024, I'm looking for a little bit more, all right? You can't come with your little weak games thinking that, because you got a little bit of nails or your hair is done, that's going to impress me. You got to come a little bit better, and when you guys come to pick me up, you need to know that I need to have you there on time all the time. Because first and foremost, if you can't be on time and show me that respect, then obviously you're not going to respect me later on in the relationship. So with the... I was just listening to some foolishness. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? I know it does, because it's exactly how women are on TikTok and all that foolishness nowadays. They just say the most obscene things, and it just sounds stupid coming out of my mouth, but women think it's all right. Wow. Double standards, but we want equality, equal rights. Ain't that something? Nonetheless, let's get to the video. Enough foolishness. Some of you guys get my humor. Other people are like, oh no, this guy is dumb. Some of you get it though. Postal Service announces 30 more consolidations. I ran through the list the other day, and I told you guys where you could find the list, right? And I was just wanting to make sure it was a short video, got to the point. You clearly heard it was in alphabetical order, and all you had to do was just listen to it. And then there was some people that said, well, I didn't hear such and such on there. I read the whole list. I told you where it came from. Then somebody was like, oh, I want to hear the list from Save the Post Office. And then I told you guys, listen, Save the Post Office gets the same information that I do. So if I read something from them, then that's where it's come from. All right. But now here we are. And I am reading a piece from Save the Post Office. This is more detailed on what happens, okay? So I just gave you the list. Some people are like, well, what does that mean? Now we're going to tell you. The Postal Service has published notices of intent to consolidate 30 or more processing and distribution centers. According to the notices, it is highly likely that each PNDC will be modernized and repurposed as a local processing center and a sorting delivery center, or both, consistent with the broader network redesigned outlined in the DFA plan, Delivering for America. This means that outgoing mail operation, sorting equipment, and some personnel at each of these 30 losing facilities will be consolidated to another PNDC. You heard that. Most losing facilities will then be repurposed as LPCs that handle only incoming mail and parcels, while most of the gaining facilities will be reconfigured as one of the new network's 60 regional processing and distribution centers. The Postal Service no longer uses the term gaining and losing in consolidations because most of the facilities that lose their outgoing operations will gain a sorting and delivery center. This part of the facility will house letter carriers being relocated from delivery units at post offices, typically those within a 30-minute drive. The excess space created by consolidating that outgoing operation will be used for carrier distribution cases, and if the facility doesn't already have one, a new package sorting machine. Sound like clerks gonna be kind of short out, you know what I mean? Y'all heard me whisper. For 14 of the 30 consolidations, mail sent across town will have to go out of state for processing. That's likely to lead to delays, as some of you guys pointed out, through the Postal Service says the network transformation will actually improve service performance, to be determined. Here's a list and map of 30 losing and gaining facilities, color-coded to show the pairs. Additional information like locations, distance between the gaining and losing facilities, etc. can be found in tab 30 consolidations. This list is on Google Docs here. So, I did tell you what the lists were. Now, go to Save the Post Office. You can see a regular map of it. Don't leave yet. You can see a regular map of it, and you can get an idea because these people, which are a lot bigger than I am, actually did all the extra homework for you, saying where your facility was, where the new facility was, the exact mileage in between, etc. Don't leave me yet. They also says below is the notice of intent with links to Google Docs. All of the notices are PDF here. The notices also appear on its USPS page, where status reports on the consolidations are located, but you need to download them from there. These notices include links to the online survey where public can submit comments. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Consolidation studies are underway or completed for about 29 other facilities, bringing the total to 59. This does not include some consolidations that, for one reason or another, did not require a mail processing facility review. Eventually, more than 150 such consolidations will take place, and nearly 200 local processing centers will be created. It's not clear yet how many employees could be impacted. The notice of intent says this modernization evaluation will not result in this facility's closure or career employee layoffs. But there are other ways to eliminate jobs besides layoffs. One of the goals of the network transformation is clearly to cut jobs, 50,000 of them. And a large portion of these will come from consolidating the processing network. If you guys are just new to me, I said this a year and a half ago, and it is coming to fruition. I wish that the 20,000 people that watched my video way back when and told me that I was an idiot, I was fear-mongering back then, they told me that. They was just on it. They were just digging at me. I wish they watched these videos now and tell me that Jay crazy. Jay's loco. I just made that face. Loco. Back to what I was saying with a serious voice. For consolidations where the Postal Service has numbers provided, the initial findings have averaged about 20 career positions accessed per facility, but the final reviews have shown much higher numbers. 116 career positions impacted in Greenville, 99 in Minneapolis, 43 in Provo, Utah, 63 in Trenton, New Jersey. Many employees may be eligible to take a new job in another facility, but they won't be able to do so because it's too far away. What? Hey, some of y'all know I said this. I tried to told you. The average distance between 30 losing facilities and their gaining facility is 150 miles. In a couple of cases, the distance is 27 and 35 miles. But for most consolidations, the distance is more than 100 miles, much too far for a daily commute. While the MPFR process requires notifications to unions, management, and the public, as well as public comment period and a public meeting before a final decision will be made, it's almost a formality. The notice of intent says these studies are just the beginning, and the Postal Service anticipates communicating initial findings in the coming month or two. But in almost every case, the Postal Service will decide to go ahead with these consolidations. Know that there aren't any exceptions. The South Suburban PNDC in Bedford Park was studied for consolidation of its outgoing operations to the new Chicago South RPDC in Forest Park. Earlier this year, the Postal Service announced that it decided not to proceed. Instead, the Peoria PNDC is studied for consolidation of its outgoing operations to the South Suburban facility. Nearly all of the 30 facilities have already appeared on our list of potential consolidations. An article about Net for Transportation is here, and they just blah, blah, blah. So credit goes to Steve Hudkins. I like to give these people their credit. New year, new me. It's not my work, but this is definitely a great opinion piece. But this is all the stuff that I've been just chopping up in all these different videos when I try to tell y'all. And this is not a bragging or boasting, because it's not that kind of thing. But I try to do enough research to try to get the information out to you guys. And I misspeak sometimes. I do. But a majority of the time, I do my research. I'm not just sitting here just trying to get views, because I've never asked you guys to subscribe to my channel. I don't tell you to give me no thumbs up, nothing. I just try to give the information the best way I can, add a little opinion behind it so it's funny, and keep it going from there. But one of the main things that I want you guys to think about is carriers, if you're still watching, has your union spoken to you about this? Mail handlers, I'm sure you guys are gonna have to be at some of these facilities. Has your union spoken to you about this? I know there's a couple of people that have commented and said, hey, we just had a stand-up talk about this recently. It's just the beginning. I said to you guys a while ago, I said, just because it didn't happen in your area doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. It just hasn't happened yet. Keep your ear to the ground. Pay attention to your surroundings. This is not fear mongering. This is just telling you to figure out what's going on with your job, to see if this place is the place that you want to stay with. I don't encourage anybody to leave this place, period. Do what's best for you and your family. Make this place work for you. If you haven't bought a home in your specific area and you can transfer to another area, I say jump on it, especially for the new places. Be the first ones to open them up. That way you can figure things out from beginning to end. That's just an opinion, but I believe it's helpful. Nonetheless, this is JH. You guys go check it out for yourself and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. All right? Hope this cleared up that last video that I did. I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.